This is a 2007 Sealine F34, and it's an interesting boat because it's a very compact Flybridge boat. Normally Flybridge boats come down to about 40 feet. You can get them down as low as 30 feet. This one's a 34-footer, and they've done a very interesting job with the packaging on this one to get an awful lot into it for the size of the boat. So worth having a look at. We're going to have a quick look around the decks first of all while we're on the outside of the boat. So you can see it's got these side decks that go around onto the front, and then up here there's just the sloping foredeck, and then right at the very front, the anchor on this one, rather neatly, is actually fitted inside the bow. You can see it there in a cradle, so rather than hanging over the front as they normally do, it's actually built in, which is rather smart. And those are the buttons there that operate the anchor winch, which is inside that locker. But nice looking boat. Let's go have a look on board and I'll show you what this is all about. So as I say, she's 34 foot long, so she's a compact boat, but they've been very clever with the way that they've laid this out. And then as we step on, there's a boarding ladder that's tucked away underneath here, so that unfolds down into the water. And in fact, there's even a little shower here, so when you come out from swimming you can pull that out, and that is the controls for it, so you can have a nice warm shower on the back of the boat before you go inside, which is very splendid. Okay, let's head on in out of the wind. So this is your cockpit area. Now, something that's a little bit difficult to demonstrate here because we're close to the back of the berth, but it has something called SECS. That's S-E-C-S, Sealine Extending Cockpit System. There's a button for it over here, and in fact this little picture will demonstrate quite neatly what it will do, because that's the cockpit as it is now. This whole back here and this section of the bathing platform will slide backwards, so you can have a bigger cockpit here. When you're in the marina you can slide it back in, and because marina berths are based on the length of the boat, then obviously it saves you a bit of money, so that's a neat trick. While we're on the outside, we'll have a look, I think, up on the Flybridge, and then we'll head on inside and I'll show you what that's all about. So these steps take us up to the Flybridge. So this is an outside helm position. You can sit up here and drive the boat on a nice day. Also, it's a great view when you're manoeuvring. When you come into a marina berth, for example, we're in Torquay at the moment, you can see you've got tremendous visibility all the way around, and that makes life an awful lot easier. So there's seating for 3 across here. Your helm, as I say, is here. There's a chart plotter underneath this one, and then there's more seating at the back, and this also of course can make into sunbathing as well. So that's the Flybridge. But being a Flybridge boat, of course, there's also a helm position inside, and in fact before we do that we'll have a quick look here, because this is where the engines are. Now these are a pair of Volvo Penta D4 260s. They're 260 horsepower each, and they're giving the boat a maximum speed of a little over 30 knots, probably about 31, 32 knots, and cruising therefore in the sort of mid-20s really. But as you can see, it's a pretty clean engine bay. It's a 2007 example, this one, so it looks in pretty good shape from here. And these are on stern drives, so the engines are at the back of the boat, and then you have drives that go out of the back and down, a little bit like the bottom of outboard engine legs, and that's what gives you your forward drive. Okay, this silver stuff here is a little sound deadening on here. Let's drop that one back down. There we go, and we'll take a look at the interior. So, being a Flybridge boat, you have the saloon on the main deck, so your cockpit to your saloon is just straight in. You're not going up and down steps. And the other thing you get with a Flybridge boat, of course, is these pretty big windows all the way around, compared with a sports cruiser, which is normally what the size of the boat tends to be. This, I believe, will convert into a double bed, so you've got extra occasional sleeping here, but in fact there are 2 cabins as well, which we'll take a look at, of course. And the galley is up on this area as well. So this is quite nice, because what it means is, obviously you've got your hob there, and then there's an oven down underneath here. That's a gas oven and a grill, and your fridge is in here. But it means that when you're catering here, you are catering straight for this area and straight for the cockpit, so that works pretty well really. And in your lower helm position, well, that's over here, it's raised up slightly, and that means that as you come up here, again you get a pretty good view out of these windscreens. And it means that the weather's not so nice and you're cruising down the coast, it's a chilly day or whatever, you can drive from in here. You've got your helm position like so. This is all your nav screens, so if we hook that one off, for example, that is your chart plotter, and then that's depth and that's speed and the distance, so that's your log. So all your instrumentation is in both places. This is all your engine instrumentation across here, and then fuel tanks compass at the front there and so on, and there's an area there you can put a chart if you want to. And then these are the engine controls, of course, VHF radios here as well. So that is the main deck. Let's go have a look on the lower deck. So if we drop down here, there are 3 doorways. If we go through the front one, that takes you into the master cabin, like so. Big double bed in the centre. There's room here, of course, to get changed and that kind of thing. And this has wardrobes in it, like this. There's one just there, and there's another one over on that side. This is a bit of storage in behind here. Same on this side, like so. And you've got like a little vanity unit in there as well. So that's a pretty decent cabin. And this is an ensuite door to the heads. There's just one heads on this boat, and you can see it's also got a door from here as well. So during the day people can come down and use that, or people in this cabin, which we'll look at in a minute, can use that. But at night, if you're in this cabin, well, then it's straight off, and there it is. There is a shower in here. That pulls out of there and hooks onto here, so a very simple system. And of course there's a drain then in the floor, so that basically becomes like a wet room. And then cabin 2, what they've done with this very cleverly is you can see they've raised up this area for the helm, and then you've got the saloon going back there. What they've done with that then, as you can see, is use that bit of extra headroom. So as you come into here, you've got a nice changing area as you come in. Again, there's a wardrobe in behind here, like this. And then they've used this space twice because, as I say, the helm is up above and the galley is over on that side, and this then makes a double bed that goes across like so. And you've got little windows in here that open, so you can put a ventilation and that kind of thing. Another one up there. So it's actually a very nice little room, but it's very clever the way they've used this space twice. It's a space down here, but that space is then used again directly up here. So that's about the size of it, really. That is the Sealine F34. It's a South One Marine down in Torquay. So if you're interested in that one, I will put a link to them in the description. As ever, thank you so much for watching, and we will look forward to catching you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.